Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Manifesting Mondays. This is a wonderful way to start off our week. And just a few housekeeping items. Please say hello and where you're from. And if this is your first time meditating with me, and I always love to hear where everybody's from because we are truly a global audience. There are people just starting their day, there are people in the middle of their day, there are people ending their day. And I just always love to acknowledge and be in that feeling of being a truly global audience. Your donations are always welcomed and appreciated, but never ever expected. Be sure to go over to my profile and check out the other meditations. There are some channeled messages from Caleb, and the Happy and Free on Purpose Life course is a 21-day course that is just really wonderful. It's the Happy and Free on Purpose methodology of being the deliberate creator of your life. So I encourage you, if you haven't yet done that, to check that out. And okay, so we will just go ahead and get started. Hello, Maggie from Phoenix. Welcome. And Nay from the UK. Yay! Nay, I am hoping by next March to be in Ireland, spending a little bit of time hanging out with the fairies and being in Europe. So maybe one of these days very soon we'll be doing this manifesting morning from your neighborhood and your time zone. And Nada from Toronto, but from Palestine. Welcome. I'm very happy that you're here, and it is your first time, so welcome. So what we are doing on these Manifesting Mondays is pretty much the same thing that we do in private one-on-one channeling and card reading sessions. Before we gather, I always sit for a moment and sort of meditate on the person that I'm going to be in session with, or in this case with the collective. So the magic of this is that even though it is Monday, October 23rd, I think, of 2023, you might be watching this at another day, but it's going to be the perfect time for you, even if it's a year from now or 10 years from now. And even though there will be many of us gathered here, all of the messages will be relevant to you exactly where you are. And I can't really explain why that is. It just is, right? So before, as I'm preparing, I always choose a crystal from this beautiful box full of crystals that sort of sets the tone, that sort of starts to give information about exactly who's going to be here and what's on their heart and what's on their mind. And then I light a corresponding candle. There's a purple candle to go with our amethyst stone. That is the one that we drew for today. And amethyst is associated with the upper chakras, with the third eye chakra, which is the ability to see further than you might normally see from this human standpoint, and also sometimes with the crown chakra, which is our connection to spirit, our connection to our creator, connection to God, connection to whatever you call the force that beats your heart and breathes your body, right? So again, a reminder to please do say hello and let me know where you're from. And again, your donations are welcome and so appreciated, but never ever expected. Okay, so then the next step that we will do is to draw 3 cards from this week, the Sacred Traveler deck. I often use this deck as it's my very, very favorite one. And we draw 3 cards and leave them face down until after we complete the first part of the meditation journey, which is a tapping into our guides, tapping into non-physical and receiving the messages that the universe has for us in this moment, at this time, beginning this week. And it's all about being intentional. It's all about claiming our power and our sovereignty and our ability to choose our perspective, to choose to look at the world and everyone in it with unconditional love, to choose to set aside criticism and judgment in favor of peace and love. right? And everything that we do together, all of the expansion of our hearts, is creating ripples that extend to the edges of the universe. So the most important work that we do is on our connection with our highest selves, with our heart, with softening and expanding and becoming a better and better version of ourselves every single day, right? And this is the way that we change the world. And as we embrace these feelings of being a powerful creator, as we embrace our ability to view our life from the viewpoint of the infinite, in which we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that everything is working out perfectly, then suddenly the challenges and the struggles and the surprises that come along in everyday life become gifts to us, because each time we are able to see and meet a challenging person, a challenging situation, a challenging set of circumstances, and we circumvent them and we step forward in action instead of reaction, when we choose our response and we choose to respond in love and to not take things personally and to, sort of maintain this all-seeing view where we know everything is okay, then suddenly the daily struggles don't have the ability to drag down our vibration and change the way that we are attracting in the world. Because the law of nature is that we attract what we are. And when we choose to become unconditional love, we choose to become a conduit of unconditional love and light, then that is what must be brought into our lives. And you will notice as you develop a daily practice of maintaining this beautiful connection, this beautiful centering as to being who you are instead of who the world is asking you to be. And you are choosing to be in your strength and in your power instead of being in reaction to circumstances of life that you cannot control. Every day just seems to be more beautiful, more easier, right? We arrive at conclusions quicker. We figure things out quicker. We are able to see and embrace opportunities and ideas as they arrive, and they arrive quicker and quicker and quicker, right? Okay, so I'm going to light a little bit of sage just to cleanse our deck, and then we will go into our energy meditation. And I know that it said that we were going to be here for 45 minutes, but we're really actually going to shoot for just 30 minutes, because I know that everyone is pressed for time. There's a lot to do, especially as the holiday season is coming up. So we'll be here for 30 minutes. We might go over, but we will do our best to stay to 30 minutes. So if you have a specific question that you would love for the universe to address for us today in this energy reading and in this meditation, in this card reading, go ahead and type that in the comments. Good morning, Yvonne, and welcome back. Hello, Joanne from upstate New York, and Kathleen from Portland, Oregon. You guys are like the very tippy tips of the edge of the country. That's fabulous. I love it very much. Almost the tippy tip. So again, I love knowing where you're from. I love acknowledging and feeling that we are a global audience. Christine from Scotland. Yay, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I am hoping to be in Ireland by next March or April to spend at least a few months there and visiting Scotland and England. And I'm actually probably going to spend a lot of 2024 in Europe. So be sure to follow me and so that you'll get notifications when these are live, and I will let you know where I am in the world. I'm planning to, go and experience all of the sacred sites and locations that in those ancient countries in Ireland and Scotland and England, and even, out in France. And so I'm very, very excited about that. So Azizi would like to know how to best manage my money and be stress-free about money. Yeah, you know, it's so interesting. Really, in this human life, we have we have relationships, and we have money, and we have our health. Those are pretty much the three things that um, we are doing and acting on as we're moving through this human journey, and everything else really kind of blends into that. So Nada says, "Me too," to the managing money and being stress free about money. Hello to Lynn. All right, so again, if you missed it, I'm going to draw the three cards and leave them face down. And then we're going to go into meditation. I'm going to ask you to invite me and my guides into your energy. And that's the time for you to invite all of your guides and really, really connect to your highest self and your maker. Thank you, Azizi. Thank you so much. I love that. Right, and so we will see what messages Spirit has for us. Okay, so sometimes the cards for the day jump out of the deck and sometimes they don't. And today is a day that they are not. And again, I'm using the Sacred Traveler deck by Denise Linn. It's a beautiful oracle deck that always is just spot on with the messages for the collective or for private sessions, which I would love to invite you into. You can find the link to my website in the About section of the author profile or the teacher profile, and we can do this exact ceremony or very similar, but it's specifically about your life instead of being about the collective. All right, so if this is your first time meditating with me, there's a set of instructions that I always give before we begin any meditation. If you have been here before, you know what to do. You can go ahead and get started. The number one thing to think about when you are beginning a meditation is to honor your body. This is the beautiful gift, the beautiful vessel that is here to bring you through this lifetime, that enables you to breathe on this planet. And a daily meditation practice, being habitual, being devoted, and honoring your practice by doing it every single day is so much easier if you make certain that your body feels good. So whatever, if you have any physical limitations, if you have any pain, if you have any tension, honor your body first before my instructions. You can lie down, you can stand up, you can lie on your stomach, your back, your side, you can sit any way that you choose. Your body is the commander of this experience. Having said that, if it feels good to you to be in a seated position, on the floor is wonderful, feeling that really amazing body-to-body connection with the earth, but everything is connected and you are connected to the earth even if you're at the top of the highest skyscraper and sitting in a chair. It doesn't matter. However you are comfortable. And imagine a straight line between your sit bones and the crown of your head. And this is just a beautiful way of imagining your body as being completely connected to the warmth and nurturing energy of Mother Earth and open to the unconditional love of the universe, and receiving all of this and transmuting it with the power of your soft, tender heart, and then sharing that back out into the world in the way that you choose. All right. So we always begin every meditation and end every meditation with 3 long, slow, deep breaths in together. And use this time to really breathe into every atom of your body, all the way to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes, the top of your head. And imagine that your breath is nourishing and supporting and making space around every cell of your body, so that you're creating so much freedom and so much space to grow and heal and move within your body. And you are also, with each exhale, letting go of everything that came before and everything that comes after, and bringing yourself fully into this exact moment with all of your concentration, all of your energy, and all of your focus. All right, first breath in. release. Next breath in. And release. Magical third breath in. And release. Now just settle into a natural but conscious rate of breathing, celebrating the miracle of your breath, the miracle and immortality of air. All of the air that is here has always been here and always will be here. This air was breathed by our ancestors and will be breathed by those who come after, as long as this planet exists. Celebrate the miracle of your body. Celebrate the wonder of your brilliant mind and the magic of your immortal soul being in this perfect harmony where your busy mind is on board with this practice. Your busy mind is participating and helping you to be connected and helping you to be fully present. And there's no need to battle against thoughts that might come into your mind. We're a team. Imagine yourself as this sovereign, energetic being, that there's an energy field around you of which you hold all dominion, that you get to choose the energy that you project out into the world. You get to choose what energy is allowed in for you to connect with, for you to interact with, for you to embrace and enjoy. So from this powerful position, no circumstance, no person, no location, nothing outside of you has the power to impact your reality without your permission. And at the same time, your energy field is joined with mine, with everyone else that is meditating here with us today, with all life on this planet. There is no place where you end and spirit begins. There is no place where you end and I begin. And just imagine that you are able to hold these two positions of being completely independent and sovereign and in command, and at the same time connected to all that is. Everything is connected. Every atom of this universe is flooded and infused with the unconditional love and positive regard of your Creator, of the universe, of God. So the energy within this collective is deep and rich and beautiful. It's like the sea just after sunset. There's still a lingering feeling of light, but a deep and calm and peaceful feeling of endless depths and so much mystery. And the message that is arriving here for us, for the collective today, is that there is great mystery in this life. There are many, many questions. There are many, many ways of being that we cannot yet know. And there's a feeling of questioning from within this collective of wanting to be a powerful creator in this physical plane. And our message for you today is that the reality that you are perceiving with your five senses, with your sight, with your touch, with your smell and hearing, with your sight. All of these things on this physical plane are a tiny, tiny sliver of what reality ever is. When you really think about the things that you want for your life, if you make a list in your mind of the things that you really you want to be happy, you want to be free, you want to be loved, you want to be content, you want to be fulfilled and satisfied, you want to be joyful. If you examine all of these words, none of these words represent anything that you are able to hold in your hand. And so when you are wishing for money, when you are wishing for physical things, when you're wishing for even your soulmate, your lover, your life partner, from a physical standpoint, what you are truly wishing for is the love, are the things that you absolutely cannot hold in your hand. You can't see or smell or taste or touch. And so if you are able to bring yourself into the feeling of what these things represent for you, then this is the first step in manifesting what it is that you want. So if you are able to look at your desire for money, your relationship with money, your feeling about money, and to really dig a little bit deeper and understand why you have a desire for money, why you have a desire for a better relationship with money, you will identify the true longing, the true desire that is behind your wish for money. Because it isn't actually for money. Money is only energy. Money is only a representation of an exchange of energy on this planet. And what you are truly desiring is the things that money can buy, or the things that you believe that money can buy. And perhaps for you, this is a feeling of security. And if that is the case, go ahead and feel secure. Go ahead and be in love and praise of your money. Go ahead and be in openness and allowing and making yourself into a vessel that is capable of receiving all of the abundance that you are wishing for. When you are approaching your relationship with money, just as in any other relationship, with a feeling of criticism, with a feeling of judgment, with a feeling of not enough, then you are changing your vibration into one that is actually rejecting money, that is rejecting love. So if you can imagine money or anything, substitute the word money for anything that it is that you are wishing to manifest in this planet, and create a relationship with that entity that is the relationship that you would love to have. For instance, if you are always looking at your bank account and criticizing money for not being enough, for not being on time, for not being in the way that you are requiring it to be, this is a critical and judgmental and nitpicking way of being in relationship with anyone, anything, including the energy of money. And so if you are to celebrate every penny, if you are to praise and love and welcome every amount of money that is arriving in your life with joy and freedom, and letting go of that feeling of lack, then you are opening yourself up to receive. And begin to notice in your everyday life the ways in which you are allowing yourself to receive in every way. If someone offers you a gift of a compliment or of a meal or of any sort of gift, witness with great curiosity the curiosity of a foreign traveler from a foreign planet, how you are responding to these offerings, because these are the representations of the offerings that the universe is making for you. And so when you push away compliments, this is the same way that your vibration is pushing away other things in your life. When you push away gifts, when you push away people who want to help you, you are constricting yourself into a vessel that is not able to receive. And so witness and open your mind and open your curiosity and make yourself open and available to all of the gifts that the universe is bringing to you in so many ways. And as you are having this perspective of looking around and looking for opportunities to practice receiving, then you will notice that these opportunities arrive at lightning speed. And each and every time that you are able to say yes and thank you, yes and thank you, yes, I love you, your capacity to receive becomes larger and larger and larger. And so in this way, all of the love, all of the abundance, all of the wisdom that is truly yours is able to arrive and be recognized in your life. Now, there is also a feeling of, in your questions, of the role that you play as a co-creator in this life and in this existence. And the message for you on this subject is to embrace the wisdom that is innate within you. So you arrived on this planet, in this body, as a complete and intact soul, able to see forever in every direction. And as you have traversed through this lifetime, you have learned many things. You have developed many skills. You have had many, many experiences that are creating additional wisdom. You are a wise and discerning grown-up individual that is able to look at anything in this physical life and to bring this wisdom to every situation, and at the same time bring the curiosity and wonder of a child and witness the things that you have yet to learn and embrace the opportunity to grow and expand and learn. And understand that if there is anything that you want to accomplish in this life with this physical body that you don't yet know how to do, there is nothing that you cannot learn. You have infinite potential. You have infinite capacity. You have infinite wisdom. And anything that your beautiful heart and mind can come up with the desire for, this universe has the ability to deliver. And you as the co-creator have the ability to grow yourself into whatever it is that you need to be in order to manifest the wishes of your life, to attract and absorb and receive and hold the abundance that is flowing to you in every moment of every day of this very short human life. This feels like the completion of this message for you in this special ceremony today. And the cards will add to this message. And then we will come back into meditation for just a moment and officially close out this time together and officially step back into our sovereignty. All right? Okay. All right. These cards are always so perfect, so perfect, so perfect. Okay, so the first card that is drawn is called Transformation, and the message is a fresh new way of living emerges. The second card is Discovering Truth. You stand in the light of truth. So awesome. And then finally, Traveling Lightly. And the message is to simplify your life. So the story that these cards are telling in conjunction with the channeled messages, with the energetic messages that are being received for the collective, are that to truly transform is to be a full witness of everything that is in your current existence, and to understand what beliefs are still serving you and what beliefs were formed at an earlier part of your life and that are no longer in service of your greatest good and the way that you are moving forward in this lifetime. Yes, Azizi, isn't it his wonderful magic? So the fresh new way of living your energies is letting go of and transmuting old beliefs. I recently learned a brand new way of looking at limiting beliefs. So any belief that you have in this lifetime, you formed because it was in service of something in your life, something that was needed for your present existence. And so instead of looking at those beliefs with criticism. I'm going to banish you. I'm going to get rid of you. I'm going to, banish you. That's really the best word. Instead, say thank you to that belief. Thank you for everything that you have done for me. Thank you for all the ways that you have served me in this life. And let's change you. Let's transmute you into a new belief that is in service of my life now, that is in service of how I am choosing to move forward as the powerful co-creator of my life. And so in this way, you are choosing the way that you are interacting with your energies, as was I mentioned in the very first part of this, and that you are the decider. And there's always a great gathering of very empathetic people in communities like this, because that's just who we are. And the lesson is understanding that you are the allower of any energy that comes to you, that you are able to stand in your sovereign space and to witness the energy that is happening all around you and choose how you will interact with this. Now, you are also givers and lovers and servants on this planet, so you may choose to share the pain of people that are around you in order to be of service to them. But the understanding is that you can witness and feel and empathize in a way that will allow you to serve, but then will allow you to also let that pain go, to not make it a part of your vibration, but to serve in the way that you can, to transmute this energy with your soft, tender heart and share it back and out into the world, and then let it go. There's no requirement that as you are interacting with the world that you are to be affected by negative energies without your permission. So you are the powerful co-creator that can transform your life any way that you want and have a fresh new way of living energies. And then standing in the light of truth. The truth is that you are powerful, you are infinite, you are immortal. Each and every one of us came here with a purpose. And when we learn to embrace one another in this light of love and truth, and the knowing from your heart what is truth, the discerning for yourself what is truth, then you are a completely empowered being. And it's very important to remind you that the cards, the teachers in your life, the books that you read, the videos that you see, there's so much wisdom and love and guidance out in the world. And when you are able to trust yourself to discern what is truly truth, then you are able to soak up so much of this without fear of ever being misled, without fear of falling prey to another's agenda that comes from ego or comes from an ulterior motive. So when you are understanding that you can know and see and feel and trust your own intuition to know what is truth, then you are open and willing and available for all of the wonderful guidance and information that is there, and perfectly safe from anything that has the power to lead you astray. It's disempowered in that way. And then finally, traveling lightly. A lot of the questions here are in manifesting and in, managing money and attracting money. And these are also questions in my heart. And I'm actually in a place of really simplifying my life in this moment, meaning that I am moving out of my home, leaving everything behind except for very basic personal items. And so it's not to suggest that this is for everyone, that you liquidate your life and start off with just clothes on your back, but that you can look at the physical things that you are wanting. And again, as this was mentioned in our messages from Source, that when you look at the things that you want and you look underneath for the reasons that you want them, and then you go ahead and have those feelings of the things that you want, then suddenly it might not even be so necessary, because we don't really need a mansion in order to be happy, to feel abundant, to feel free, to feel successful. We can go ahead and feel that way right now. Now, that's not to say that there's anything wrong with wanting a mansion. there may be absolute beautiful things that you are going to do in that mansion, or just this celebration of beauty. There is no desire that is wrong or incorrect. There is only how you are choosing to co-create, and the feeling and the vibration is what is most important. And when you step into that, the things will either arrive, or you will realize that it wasn't the thing that you wanted after all. It was the feeling of the thing, right? All right, so I want to, Nada and Lynn, thank you so much for the donations. I'm so incredibly grateful. Again, your donations are welcome and appreciated from the bottom of my heart, but never ever expected. And so we are kind of over our time, but what I want to do is sort of officially close out this energetic part, and then I want to look at some of your questions and interact with the people that are wanting to have conversations, so that the rest of you that need to get on with your day can go ahead and do that. So all right, so just relax into your body again, and in our final breaths that we are taking together, this closing out, this official stepping back into our own energy, into our own sovereignty, is in no way a disconnection from one another. The bond that is formed in these moments together is a bond that always exists, even if we are never in the same physical space. There's no limitation on the way that energy moves in this universe. So we are connected with one another by the sharing of this experience. And we are also always connected with one another because everything is connected. So we are always part of the one. We are always connected to spirit. We are always connected to one another. And at the same time, we are the sovereign, divine rulers of our own energy, of our own space. And so holding this feeling of being the powerful, powerful individual creators that we are, connected and blessed with and empowered by our connection to the collective, to the one, to all that is just a beautiful and light and peaceful and confident way to move throughout the world. And so as we take our 3 deep breaths together, we are stepping back into our own energetic space and symbolically being back in our sovereignty. And we are also embodying and imbuing every cell of our body with the messages that we have received here today, of making ourselves into vessels that are big enough and open enough and allowing enough to receive all of the abundance that is flowing to us in every moment, into being really in our truth and understanding our own desires and making ourselves into a vibrational match for the things that we want to manifest in this life. All right, first deep breath together. And release. And second breath. And release. Magical, third breath in. And release. We ask for a knowing of the guidance and the love that is pouring onto us and into us and through us each and every moment. We walk forward into this life embodying all of the messages of this gathering in total unconditional love for ourselves and one another and for the world. And together we say thank you, and so it is, and so it shall be. Namaste. All right. Okay, so I totally love this interaction. I hope that all of you that ask questions that have moved back in the thread where I can't see them anymore, that all of your questions were answered in this gathering. I welcome you to connect with me and follow me so that you get notifications when we're live. Go over to my website and find the ways that we can connect there. Get on my email list, all the ways that we can stay connected in every single moment. And yes, it's easy. And always, no matter how many times I do this, I'm always astounded by how the cards and the messages and everything are just magically applicable and perfect for everyone that's hearing them. And in the private sessions, these are so deep and so meaningful, and we're also able to get more specific about the questions that we're asking. So how do you say your name? Johan or Joanne? I am actually moving just my basic things that I cannot let go of, my art, my books, my journals, my personal items, into my family's home. And there's a little space in their barn that's a little apartment that I'm creating sort of as a home base. Erica, I will share the cards with you in just a second. And then I'm going to spend the holidays with family and meet some family obligations that I have in January. And then I'm planning to go down to Guatemala. And I'm really planning to be nomadic for as long as the Spirit moves me to be there. I'm going to do some volunteering and workaway stays. And I'm going to spend some time in Guatemala first, and then the spring in Ireland. And then I'm just going to kind of see if 3 months in Ireland is enough, or if I want to stay there longer, or if I want to move on to see friends in the south of France, see friends in the UK, the Netherlands. I have friends all over Europe that I really want to meet in person, and lots of experiences that I want to have. So that is the plan, is to go and broaden my horizons, broaden my experience and my depth as a teacher, and to share all of those with my students, with my clients. All right. So Erica, the cards were transformation, a fresh new way of living energies. The second was discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. And traveling lightly, simplify your life. And so I always take pictures of these and document them. So again, get connected with me on my email list, or however you like to. And so we're doing this every Monday morning at the same time, 9 o'clock Eastern time, and trying to keep it to 30 minutes. But as you notice, we've gone over today, as we probably will. So I just love you so much. I love this time that we spend together. I love that I'm doing my beautiful Monday meditations in harmony and community with all of you, and just adding that strength and that power as I'm beginning my week. And I hope that you feel empowered and light and confident and free to go out and co-create this week in any way that you choose. Now, I will look forward to seeing you next Monday. I love you so much. Namaste. Bye.